This is ABC 7 News at 6.
A new bill in the legislature seeks to allow Bangor to purchase the Bangor Mall either through negotiation or the use of eminent domain. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Devin Dagnall. The proposed legislation comes after multiple rounds of legal wrangling with the property owner. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard has the details.
This is an area that's an eyesore and that is deteriorating at a rapid pace.
Senator Joe Baldacci is talking about his bill that would allow Maine Housing or another appropriate state entity to enter into purchase negotiations with Namdar Group, the current owners of the Bangor Mall. The bill also states that if a fair purchase price could not be negotiated, it would allow the city to acquire the property through eminent domain. One of the main reasons for acquiring the property is due to its current state of disrepair, including the devaluation from a peak of around $100 million to just around $13 million.
The city has 2 lawsuits against them for a number of code violations. There was a sewer pipe that was leaking human waste into a water source. I mean, there's a number, multiple different things, but it's an economic waste for all of us, and I'm hoping that we can raise the profile of the issue, that we can have a hearing here and also try to encourage both the community and the state maybe to work together to ultimately find a solution.
Part of the plan will be to create 35 affordable housing apartments within the mall, as well as keeping many of the current businesses.
But it can be kept as, it's always been my purpose to keep it as a mixed use, because there are certain commercial uses of it that shouldn't be changed as long as there are ongoing concerns. But the structure, the actual physical structure of the mall needs to be repaired.
Maine Housing opposed the bill, saying this type of project should start at the local level instead of with the state.
I guess the context I'd like to bring up is that Maine Housing doesn't own or manage any housing properties. We're not housing developers, nor are we land use planners, and this sort of project would be outside of the scope of our expertise as a housing finance agency.
The committee will now hold a work session to determine if the bill will be voted out of committee or held over for when the second legislative session begins in January. At the State House, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
In other news tonight, the money stolen from the MDI regional school system by a cyber scammer has been recovered. More than $1 million was taken, and it had been intended for a construction project at the Connors Emerson School in Bar Harbor. The funds were diverted by mistake to a fraudulent bank account after the school district fell victim to a scam and complied with a fraudulent request to change bank accounts. Superintendent Mike Zabore sent a letter to the community today saying all of the funds have been successfully recovered and are pending return to Bar Harbor Banking and Trust. He says the district is doing a thorough review of its financial procedures in collaboration with their cybersecurity team. Zabore says the FBI will continue investigating and hopefully bring the individuals who perpetrated this cybercrime to justice.
Senator Angus King is demanding the U.S. Department of Agriculture reverse its decision to cancel local food purchases for Maine schools, food banks, and child care centers. In a letter to USDA Secretary Brooke Rollins from King and a number of his colleagues, the senator said the reported $1 billion in canceled purchases adds further pain at a time of high food prices and instability within U.S. agricultural markets. A statement from Senator King's office says in our state it puts more than $1.3 million worth of local food purchases for food insecure Maine people at risk in the fiscal year 2025.
Well, following months of debate, the Hancock County Commissioners made a decision today that rejected the Sheriff's Office request to obtain a second canine unit. In a 2-to-1 vote, the Commissioners determined the Hancock County Sheriff's Office will remain operating with 1 canine, except in the event they hire a deputy who is already a certified canine handler. The Sheriff's Office has had 2 canines since 2022 until the departure of one of their handlers in January. Despite members of the Sheriff's Office stressing the need to replace that canine team, the Commissioners expressed concern over the Sheriff's Office budget and sending a deputy away for canine certification training amid staffing shortages. Members of the Sheriff's Office say there is already a limited number of canine units across Hancock County, and they are concerned not replacing that second position will compromise the safety of citizens.
Even when we had 2 canines, there were particular instances where a canine was not available, either by our own staffing or by the state police or a local agency. So I can only anticipate that that issue is going to compound with only having 1 canine available here at the Sheriff's Office.
Well, according to Lieutenant Dupuy, since January of 2023, their canine units have responded to 73 incidents across 21 different cities and towns throughout Hancock County. He says the Sheriff's Office's current canine is set to retire at the end of this year. The county commissioners did not want to comment further following that meeting.
Union workers in Bangor are pushing back against city officials, saying they were left out of a policy change that gave employees extra time off. Our Alex Schley has more.
Union President Chris Niles says that in the winter of 2024, Bangor Assistant City Manager Courtney O'Donnell informed the union that the city would be rewriting part of the employee handbook that addresses employees' time off.
She sent us a letter saying that they were rewriting parts of the handbook, and vacation and sick were the ones that they were rewriting, and that they were going to give everybody an extra week of vacation.
But when the union sat down with the city to sign a memorandum of understanding, Niles says they were told the extra vacation week would not apply to union employees because they have a separate contract with the city. With over a year left in their contract, union workers will not receive the extra week, something they say is unfair.
We shouldn't have to negotiate nothing. It should be a citywide policy, because that's what it was told to us when we tried to change it. You know, negotiate more vacation time. And she's like, nope, you're going to have to negotiate it in if you want it.
Bangor city officials declined an interview, but Assistant City Manager Courtney O'Donnell told us in an email, quote, "The city is obligated to follow the collective bargaining agreement that both sides agree to, as well as all applicable state and federal laws, which we are doing. The city remains open to conversations with any bargaining unit that wishes to bring forward a concern or grievance through the appropriate channels." In Bangor, I'm Alex Schley for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, in other news, in Milo today, Mother Nature was making it clear that spring is coming. Melting snow coupled with yesterday's rain caused an ice dam in the Pleasant River to give way. Just after 12:30 this afternoon, first responders received a report that the water level had overtaken part of the Pleasant Street Bridge. The bridge was later closed to through traffic. Milo Fire Captain Ricky Burdine says this is a yearly reminder that, in fact, spring is on its way.
It's probably happened the last 200 years here, some years worse than others. Last year was a really bad spring flooding year for us, not just Pleasant Street, but Medford Road and Patty Hill Road both flooded also.
Burdine says they expect the water level to return to normal in a couple of days. And in the meantime, first responders are, of course, asking people to seek alternate routes. The town of Milo says they'll post updates on road conditions and flooding on Facebook.
Well, speaking about that spring weather, how about we turn things over and get a first look at our forecast?
All right, Beth and Devin, thank you. All right, a bit cooler across the area today. High temperatures back in the low to mid 40s for Millinocket, and here in Bangor, 44 Bar Harbor. We'll take it, but even warmer conditions are in store for us for tomorrow. We're going to shift the wind out there as well. Out of the north today, around 5 to 10 miles per hour. It'll actually go calm for several hours tonight, followed by a shift out of the west across the area for tomorrow. All right, so still lots of clouds across our area for today. The rain has pushed off, though, toward the east. It's going over that way. This will not be a thing for us at all. Our next thing is way to the west of us here. This will likely bring us some rain showers late Thursday night, but more so on Friday, with a chance for some snow showers ending on Friday evening. Our forecast going forward, though, the rain looks like it could do this. So here we are talking a healthy rainfall late Friday into Saturday as well, with those temperatures hanging out right near freezing Friday night. Our forecast, though, for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies or decreasing clouds, clear after midnight with low temperatures in the 20s. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth and Devin.
Alrighty, Jeff, thank you so much. And there is much more to come on ABC 7 News at 6. We will be right back.
Winter is a time to get outside and enjoy all that Maine has to offer. And when it's time to come inside, rest assured everything's toasty because of your Fujitsu heat pump from Valley Home Services. Push a button and you'll be snuggling up on the couch in no time. Valley Home Services offers reliable rebates, significant energy savings, and expert installation. And now save $500 off each indoor unit for all systems installed by April 1st. Embrace the comfort of Fujitsu heat pumps from Valley Home Services. Call or click today.
It's markdown mania at the Furniture Gallery, and the deals are madness. Relax in this cozy recliner. Choose tan, gray, or brown for only $298. Grab a sofa chaise for just $598. Upgrade your living room with a sofa and love seat set, now just $798. Scott Living mattresses are now priced king size for a queen price. Plus, save up to 70% on in-stock clearance items. Hurry into the Furniture Gallery, shop our main family-owned business, and save money. The Furniture Gallery.
Here we are, patient billing.
Whoa, who's that?
Oh, well, that's Mark. He marks up medicines.
340B medicine markups?
Bingo. As a nonprofit, we might pay a penny for a medicine. Mark marks it up to thousands of dollars, and we pocket the difference.
I hear we're buying up small hospitals, too.
More medicines to mark up.
No matter where you are in Maine, the new WorkSource Maine Virtual Career Center is here to help. The Maine Department of Labor, along with local workforce boards, has a new virtual career center ready to assist and connect Mainers. Job seekers get free career coaching, training, and job search help. Employers find hiring support and workforce training programs. It's easy, it's free, and it's built for Maine. Visit myworksourcemaine.gov today.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. Now to the Trump administration's legal battle over the deportation of hundreds of Venezuelans. A federal judge demanded that the government explain why it ignored his order blocking those deportations and to turn around the planes that had already taken off. ABC's Rachel Scott is tracking the latest.
Overnight, a federal judge hauling the Trump administration back into a courtroom, demanding to know why those deportation flights landed in El Salvador when he ordered that they be turned around. The administration claims the men on board were members of criminal gangs. Many were deported under the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, which allows the government to deport people with little to no due process, and was last used to round up Japanese Americans during World War II.
He has gotten rid of them a lot. There are a lot more to go.
As those two planes were in the air, that federal judge James Boasberg, speaking from the bench, ordering the planes to return to the United States immediately. But that did not happen. The White House offering several explanations. The press secretary raising questions about the way that order was given.
Well, there's actually questions about whether a verbal order carries the same weight as a legal order as a written order.
But the judge not buying that, calling it a, quote, heck of a stretch, and also pushing back on the administration's claims that the order didn't apply because the planes had crossed into international waters. The judge stating, my equitable powers are pretty clear that they do not lapse at the water's edge. The architect of the president's immigration policy, Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller, questioned whether judges have the authority to rule over the president's policies at all.
Is it the administration's understanding that you would comply with the verbal order?
No district court judge who presides over just some small, little geography of the whole country could possibly presume to have the authority to direct the expulsion of terrorists from our soil, who, by the way, are also here illegally.
The White House has not released the identities of those deported or extensive details on their alleged crimes. The Justice Department lawyers refuse to provide any additional information to support their claims, insisting it would pose a national security risk. Democrats on the Senate Judiciary Committee accusing the Trump administration of an unlawful brazen power grab. But Border Czar Tom Homan defiant.
We're not stopping. I don't care what the judges think. I don't care what the left thinks. We're coming.
Still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, a longtime landmark in Bucksport is closing its doors for the last time.
And in sports, it is almost time for Maine men's hockey to head down to Boston for the Hockey East semifinals. We'll have that story right after the break.
Hi, I'm Dave from PDQ Door. We pride ourselves on our honesty and integrity. We'll always give you the best garage door repairs at a real price. Had your doors installed by another company? That's okay. Our experienced team is available to service all brands and models. Visit us at pdqdoor.com.
Hi, I'm Tony Hafford from TC Hafford Basement Systems, the all things basement-y company. Basement waterproofing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. Since 1991, over 15,000 Maine homeowners have trusted TC Hafford Basement Systems to fix their basements. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basement-y.
The Maine Science Festival has been showcasing the incredible science happening in Maine for 10 years. From the depths of the oceans to the vastness of space, the Maine Science Festival is the best place for people of all ages to learn about how Maine scientists are leading the way. With 5 days of forums, workshops, and hands-on fun, there's truly something for everyone. And thanks to our sponsors, admission is free. The Maine Science Festival. Learn more at mainsciencefestival.org.
The Silverado Trail Boss. And a little work. And a little play. And a truck that says no to nothing. And Chevrolet.
During Chevy Truck Month, well-qualified buyers get 2.9% APR for 72 months when you finance with GM Financial. Or get $4,350 total value. Plus, current Chevy owners can get an additional $4,000 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
There's a lot riding on your garage door. There's never a good time to get stuck in your garage. Hi, I'm Dave from PDQ Door. For emergency service and garage door maintenance, PDQ Door is here to help. Online at pdqdoor.com, where we sell the best and service the rest.
Hey, Maine, think you're wicked smart? Well, put your knowledge to the test with me, Ken Jennings, on Jeopardy! Weeknights at 7:30 on ABC 7.
More playoff hockey is here this week. Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. It is almost time for Maine fans to make the trip to Boston and turn TD Garden into Alphonse South for the second straight year, as the Black Bears are preparing to take on 9th-ranked Northeastern in the Hockey East semifinals. Our Jack Webb has more.
Everyone's doubting us. Everyone doesn't think we're going to do it, but, you know, it's kind of Maine versus everyone right now, and we're excited.
The Maine Black Bears are headed back to Boston for the Hockey East semifinals.
This is kind of the moment that we've been building for this whole entire season, so I think the excitement's kind of reaching its peak at this point. Like, this is what we've been working for. This is the moment we want. So, yeah, I mean, we're ready to get going here, and it's awesome to have the opportunity to play in TD Garden again, but this year we're looking to take care of business.
The Black Bears left no doubt in their quarterfinal matchup with UMass Lowell on Saturday night, downing the Riverhawks by a score 7-1, with goals coming from 7 different players.
Puck's going in at the right time for us, and, you know, it feels good. You know, everyone's getting a touch of the pill. Everyone's, you know, getting on the score sheet. Sully got us going, then Frankie got us going, and then, like, you know, like you said, momentum's going to carry and give us confidence.
They'll take on the 9-seed Northeastern Thursday night at 7:30. But don't let the Huskies' ranking fool you. They just took down top-seeded Boston College and have had their fair share of success at the Garden.
They've been good all year. Like, they've, for whatever reason, they probably had some injuries, didn't get some results that they wanted to start. But I mean, they're one of the more talented teams in our league.
Maine fell to Boston University in last year's semifinal, which was their first trip back in over a decade. One thing they learned for sure: Black Bear Nation is ready to turn the Garden into Alphonse South.
I'll always remember standing on the goal line, getting ready for the game, and we're in Boston playing against Boston University, and they're playing like a BU hype video on the screen, and the Maine fans are just booing, just taking over the Garden. I thought it was awesome. It was inspirational. It got me fired up to play, and I'm expecting the same thing this year.
From Orono, Jack Webb, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thank you for that, Jack. Let's move on to some basketball now. March Madness getting going on Tuesday night tonight with the first 2 of the first 4 games in Dayton. And also on Tuesday, the Associated Press announcing the Division I All-American selections. And to no one's surprise, this guy, Duke freshman star and Newport native Cooper Flagg, seeing his name. Flagg is a first-team All-American selection. He lit it up for the Blue Devils in his freshman season. Duke is the second-ranked team in the country and the 1 seed in the East region of the NCAA tournament, and Cooper led the team in points, rebounds, assists, blocks, steals, you name it. Flagg is a top candidate for the Naismith Player of the Year award, and Duke is one of the favorites to win the NCAA tournament. We'll be following along all March and wishing him the best. Congratulations, well deserved. That is all the time we have for sports. Here's Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast.
All right, Tyler, thank you. Let's start here. A bit cooler across the area today. 41 Millinocket, 43 here in Bangor. Slightly below averages for today, but don't worry. Warmer temperatures are in store for us for tomorrow. All right, and we are kind of the cool kids right now. Most of the country well above average in temperatures. 82 in St. Louis right now, 86 in San Angelo. This is not normal here, but at some point we're going to get warmer, and that'll likely happen for us heading into spring. All right, so the winds out there today, not an issue by far. Generally out of the northeast, around 10 miles per hour. This will actually go calm for a couple hours tonight, followed by not much wind back in the forecast for tomorrow. So again, we don't do windless days very often, but here we are with wind gusts tomorrow likely below 10 miles per hour. But still a small craft advisory out there for now. There's still some pretty high wave heights out here after yesterday's system pushed through. This will be dropped though later on tonight and not be extended into tomorrow. All right, so visibility currently looking really good, 10 miles or more across the entire region, but we're going to head into a cycle now, especially at night with the lighter winds out there, where we could see some dense fog at night, pretty much every single night around here, with those really the wind dying down and temperatures meeting the dew points in the 30s across our region at night. Looking outside now, though, still lots of cloud cover, but the back edge is right here. That is slowly moving in this direction. So look for decreasing clouds tonight. Look like mostly clear skies after midnight tonight. This system will not bug us at all, but there is a system to the west of us, the next one here. It could be a pretty strong system across our area late Thursday night, but more so Friday into Saturday morning. Beginning as rain, it could end as a bit of snow later on Friday. Let's walk you through it. So tonight, decreasing clouds. Tomorrow, we'll call it a partly cloudy day. Here's Thursday looking dry as well. Friday, looking good in the morning hours, followed by increasing clouds and probably a few showers throughout the afternoon. And then here we are Friday evening, looking at rain shower activity across our area, maybe a few snow flurries back off to the west. This will not be a big snow for anybody, all ending as a few light snow showers on Saturday morning, and then we're dry probably for Sunday. This could be a healthy rainfall, though, for lots of locations across our region, maybe an inch of rain between now and getting into Tuesday. So you get the idea there. As we're heading into spring, we get more moisture with these systems coming through, and they're definitely coming through. Our forecast setting for tonight, though, is lots of clear skies after midnight. Look for low temperatures down near 26 and a north breeze around 5 for tomorrow. All right, so lots of sunshine tomorrow. We earned it, right? Highs noticeably warmer, highs back in the mid, even upper 50s tomorrow with an east breeze around 5. It's going to be a very nice day tomorrow. Then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows tomorrow the nice one of the group, right? Spring arrives for us on Thursday, a bit cooler, 50 with lots of clouds. Rain showers late Thursday night, rain showers on Friday, and ending as a couple light snow showers late Friday night into early parts of Saturday morning.
All right, Jeff, thank you so much, and we will be right back.
Paramount Paving, Maine's go-to for all your paving and seal coating. Paramount Paving offers commercial and residential paving and seal coating services throughout eastern and central Maine. Give us a call for a free estimate today. Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
All across our state, American-made clean energy has created over 2,400 good-paying jobs while lowering energy costs for Mainers. Farmers across the state are earning millions in income through long-term land leases from clean energy projects. Homegrown power from wind and solar are driving American energy dominance and powering our future. Maine wins with clean energy. Call Senator Collins and thank her for supporting an all-of-the-above energy strategy that creates jobs in our state.
The most important thing is family. AAA shares the same family values. For over 100 years, AAA has been providing legendary service and has helped what it values most, its members. Join our family, and you could save on your auto insurance policy with our competitive pricing. We offer you our support when you need it, whether it's questions about your policy or with our most trusted roadside assistance service. Visit AAA.com/insurance and find out how much you could save.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Paramount Paving, Maine's go-to for all your paving and seal coating. Paramount Paving offers commercial and residential paving and seal coating services throughout eastern and central Maine. Give us a call for a free estimate today. Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
Two popular frozen meal brands recall limited batches of their products over a potential presence of foreign material. Nestle USA says the recall affects Lean Cuisine's butternut squash ravioli, spinach artichoke ravioli, and lemon garlic shrimp stir fry, as well as the Stouffer's party-sized chicken lasagna. The company says some consumers filed reports, including one potential choking incident. The affected products were produced between August of 2024 and March of 2025 and were distributed in retailers across the country from September of 2024 to this month. Now, no other frozen meals from the brands are involved. Nestle says consumers who bought the meals should return them to the retailer, excuse me, for a full refund.
Well, for decades, folks driving through Main Street in Bucksport have stopped at McLeod's restaurant for fresh seafood and handmade pies. But after 45 years, the owner and his family have decided it's time to hang up their aprons. Our Grace Blanchard shares their story.
The owner of a longtime landmark restaurant in Bucksport announced this week they are closing after more than 4 decades.
It's been a home, not just to my family, but just to generations of families that have come here throughout the years.
George McLeod and his wife Catherine opened the McLeod's restaurant in June of 1980 with a humble beginning.
We had 2 household ranges in the kitchen and a rickety cooler.
I used to wash dishes, started doing that when I was probably, 12, 13 years old.
Over the years, it's been a family business, with McLeod's son Connor working as the general manager for the last decade.
It's honestly been an honor being able to work so closely with my dad and bounce ideas off of each other.
The restaurant quickly gained a reputation for serving strictly fresh seafood and inventive home-style recipes. After the COVID-19 pandemic, they went from serving lunch and dinner 6 days to just dinner 4 days a week.
We have so many people we're turning away at the door, not being open 7 days a week. So, the place needs a recommitment from somebody who wants to come in here and do what we did.
Local business owners say Main Street won't be the same without the McLeod family.
Being on the street and sharing the same, it's been a long time, and I just thought he'd be here forever.
They attribute their success and longevity to the support from their loyal customers and employees and hope to see someone else take over what they started.
The kind of love and appreciation that we got from the town, it's all worth it.
In Bucksport, Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, finally tonight, a friendly reminder that Maine Maple Sunday is this weekend, and it is the perfect time to get out and support your local sugar houses. This is the 42nd year of the Maine Maple Producers Association's celebration. According to Jason Lilly, a University of Maine professor who works with sugar bushes and houses all over the state, many of the participating businesses do a lot more than just sell syrup for the weekend. Lilly says it's not uncommon for the sugar houses to put on pancake breakfasts, have hay rides, and show guests the process of making maple syrup.
So there's a lot more as far as just like activities and engagement. At the same time, going directly to your sugar house, just like going to your local farm, is really important to be able to support our local agricultural enterprises.
Maine is the 3rd largest producer of maple syrup in the U.S., with participating sugar houses from Eagle Point all the way down to Wells. And to find a sugar house near you, head over to MaineMapleProducers.com. Cannot wait to get out there and sample some of the fresh maple products this Sunday. It's a great day.
I'm looking forward to it. And it's all weekend too, so it's not just Sunday if you can't make it Sunday. So check out those listings.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's, the pancakes.
Mm-hmm.
You got to hit up some pancakes with some fresh maple syrup. All right, that's going to do it for us, folks. From everybody here at ABC 7, have a great rest of your night.
And for more of your local news, join us over on Fox 22 News Tonight at 6:30.
Tonight, President Trump and Putin after the call. And what's next for
money that you anticipated getting, in which he
guaranteed you in these emails that you were going to get. But if you're the registered owner of the car, good for you.
Well, the $700 and the Hyundai are two different cars.
I understand that. But whatever you did in order to get the Hyundai, which is what you wanted, has nothing to do with me. So if you each have a title that says it's yours, you have a title that says it's yours, Yes. and you have a title that says it's yours, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Go bang your heads against the wall. Go bang your heads against the wall, because motor vehicles will figure out very, very quickly that you got the title by committing perjury when you filled out forms. They'll figure that out in a minute. I don't have to get involved with it. All I have to do is say judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $700. We're done.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
My opinion's the only one that counts.
I ended it because there was too much fighting.
Child may not be his.
We went to court once trying to say that kid isn't mine.
I'm saying it to be truthful.
But I have over 40 different messages from different people saying it's mine.
It's all going to be done through family court.
And that's the problem we're having so far.
To be honest, I hope I never have to see him again in my life.
This is Fox 22 News Tonight.
A new bill in the legislature seeks to allow Bangor to purchase the Bangor Mall either through negotiation or the use of eminent domain. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Devin Dagnall. The proposed legislation comes after multiple rounds of legal wrangling with the property owner. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard has the details.
This is an area that's an eyesore and that is deteriorating at a rapid pace.
Senator Joe Baldacci is talking about his bill that would allow Maine Housing or another appropriate state entity to enter into purchase negotiations with Namdar Group, the current owners of the Bangor Mall. The bill also states that if a fair purchase price could not be negotiated, it would allow the city to acquire the property through eminent domain. One of the main reasons for acquiring the property is due to its current state of disrepair, including the devaluation from a peak of around $100 million